a budding style icon from Ranchi.
If you keep working hard, there is a future.
She's inspiring young girls to follow their dreams.
When you're working with your heart and not getting tired, that would be the best thing. So yeah, I'm working harder right now so that I can have that in my life.
NewsX influencer A-list proudly recognizes Aditi Ashok for influence in fashion and lifestyle. Hello and welcome. You're joining us on NewsX Influencer A-list. With us today is an up-and-coming social media star, Aditi Ashok. Aditi is here to help us understand what it's like to be a budding influencer. Firstly, Aditi, many congratulations. You have over 16,000 followers on Instagram, which is a very big amount of, very large number of people that are looking up to you, right? Do your parents understand that you want to do social media influencing, or that, the kind of impact that you have on the community?
Thank you, Pardeep, first of all, for having me here. And yes, that's a very important and very interesting question, because it took me a lot of time to make them understand what I was trying to do. Initially, yeah, our parents' generation, they are not, a lot of people are still not aware of social media platforms, and Instagram being one of the platforms where people are like, okay, just like Facebook, you must be posting pictures, like whatever you're doing. But how do you say you are going to make a career with it? So it was difficult. It was really difficult for me to make them understand. But, eventually with pandemic that is happening, I got a really long time last year to stay with my parents. So they could see the whole process of it. When the parcels, where the brands were approaching, when I was shooting for them. Yeah. I mean, I did not have photographers, so my mom helped me shoot a lot of pictures. So that was the time when I got to, tell them step by step the whole process of it. And that's how they got to, they understood.
Yeah, does it get easier to explain to parents, Aditi, when the money starts flowing in slowly and steadily? But when the money starts flowing in, is it easier to explain to them that look, this is a full-time career, this is a profession that I'm going to be pursuing?
So even when the money is not starting to come and you are doing a lot of barter collaborations, you can tell them, you can make them understand. So you see, I'm getting a product for now, but eventually when I grow my my platform, when I grow my followers, when I'm growing as a content creator, I will start making money out of this. So they have seen that process of me doing barter to me doing a paid collaboration. And I think, them being next to me and making me understand the whole process was easier, because had I been in Delhi and had I had to communicate on a telephone, like, what am I doing? It was really difficult. Still, there are, my relatives who don't understand what I'm doing. So it's like, I do not have a lot of time to make you understand what I'm doing. Let me do it first. Let me, grow first, and then you will eventually get to know how the business is and what I'm doing. So yeah.
Okay, so very interesting that you point out that relatives, or the side of the family that is somewhat the extended family does not exactly always understand what you're doing, right? Gets difficult. Do you think so? The fact that maybe I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, is a lot of your extended family also in Ranchi, where your parents are staying?
Yeah, in Ranchi and other places.
So do you think that that plays somewhat of a difference? Do you think that maybe if somebody was in Delhi, it would be, or, in a metropolitan, do you think it would be easier to explain to them what digital content creation is? Or do you think that
Definitely. Because, Delhi, the influencers or the social media culture or anything, being a metropolitan city, anything that comes to India comes to Delhi first, and then it gets spread to the other smaller cities that we have in India. So yeah, I think, because people around them must have also been the same. But here there are, I am not aware of any influencer from Ranchi. So, it's a new concept here. So it's really difficult for people to accept, okay, clicking a picture and posting on Instagram can also make you money. That's a really strange concept to people.
Yeah.
So okay, city to city, it definitely matters.
Yeah. All right. So then, Aditi, help me understand. Where exactly did this come into your mind? When did you, make the decision that you were going to be a social media influencer full time, and no give no hoots about what other people think or say?
It happened lately only. It wasn't long back. So I got, my exposure to fashion and everything when I was studying at NIF.
Okay.
Even after NIF, I started, that was like after, like while I was graduating was the year when Instagram came in. Like in 2013, I think Instagram happened. And by 16 or by 15, 16, people were there who started on Instagram. And it was a new concept.
Hmm.
And after college, during my college time, I used to admire those people. But after college, I got that thing that okay, I can also do it.
Hmm.
And I think it was 2 years back when I decided I don't give a fuck about. I'm sorry for my language, but I don't really care about what people think. I am sure that I can make something out of this platform, and if I give my 100%. And my only support that I needed was my parents. So I
Yeah.
explained them everything. I put my energy there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got their full support. And so yeah, that's
How
how it
long did
happened.
it? How long did it take you, Aditi, to start making money, or to start collaborating with brands on your platform? Did it require you to reach a certain number of followers for brands to start approaching you, or was it solely based on viewership? How did that work?
So if you see in a very generic manner, I think it number of followers doesn't really matter, but there are times when number of followers matter. So
Hmm.
there are brands who would approach you only after you have at least say 10K of the following. So
Hmm.
that was one parameter that I was myself waiting for when I'm going to have a 10K following. So yeah, that happens. But before I had 10K following, brands reached me out to smaller brands, and I started working with them on a barter basis.
Hmm.
And yes, after you have, after you're confident enough, if your work is good enough, the numbers doesn't really matter. If your work
What do you
speaks for
mean
yourself.
when you say barter basis? How does that work?
So barter basis is generally brands approach you saying, I'm giving you this product. You
Hmm.
can keep the product, and in return of the product, you give me a piece of content. So that is the exchange. Yeah, that happens.
And let's
But
say
then
you don't particularly like a product. Would you still go ahead and give it a good review? Is that something that is there that you have to do?
no, you don't have to do anything. It depends on, again, it depends from person to person. If you,
Hmm.
why would you, I mean, if you are not getting paid, why would you keep a product which you don't like and write a good review about it, right? Yeah. So barter mein to I don't think anyone does that. But when it comes to paid collaboration, I am not aware of anyone who has done it. But this is, like for me, it is like I do not promote any kind of beauty product from the market because I don't use them. So there are brands who have approached me like for barter and the for paid collaboration for
Hmm.
beauty products that please
Hmm.
promote or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was straightforward, like my people around me, they know that I don't use these products. So I cannot promote it.
Yeah.
Like it would be very wrong for my audience. And that's how you build a trust. When people around you know what I'm speaking, I'm using it, I'm wearing it, then only you promote. So there are a lot of brands. So my page, I personally want to, slowly divert towards sustainable fashion.
Hmm.
So, and people around me know that, and I speak that through my page. So I do not take up brands, I do not promote brands who are not sustainable. So I move in that manner. So people have their own niche, so it depends completely on them. So I
All
think
right.
in long run, that's how you can grow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
before we let you go, Aditi, and we're running short on time, so I'm going to have to ask you this very quickly. What is the next stop? What does the future look like for you?
Sorry, what is the
What does the future look like for you?
future? I haven't thought of the future, but all I know is that if you keep working hard,
Yeah.
there is a future. And I think there okay, this is a tough question. I really do not have anything like future, but yeah, I want to have a life where I love what I do. and which is for me is creating content. And so yeah, tirelessly when you're working with your heart and not getting tired, that could be the best thing. So yeah, I'm working harder right now so that I can have that in my life, where I am loving what I do. And yeah, that's it.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Aditi, for being with us on NewsX. It was an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And may you grow, shine, and prosper in the digital space.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.